Japan has lifted its evacuation orders and resumed train services after North Korea fired a ballistic missile over the country for the first time in 5 years. The launch has been condemned in the strongest terms by both Japan and South Korea. As soon as the launch was detected, residents on the northern island of Hokkaido were told to take cover and public transport was suspended. 24 minutes after launch, the missile fell into the Pacific Ocean about 3,000 kilometres from Japan. North Korea has launched 20 ballistic missiles so far this year, 5 in just the last 10 days. US President Joe Biden has arrived in Puerto Rico, vowing to help the nation rebuild following a hammering from Hurricane Fiona. He announced more than $90 million in funding to help protect the US territory from the next hurricane.
We are not leaving here as long as I'm president until everything, I mean this sincerely, until every single thing that we can do is done.
Puerto Rico is still recovering from the last hurricane when Fiona roared ashore, seriously damaging the power grid and destroying hundreds of buildings. The latest assessment of the situation on the ground in Ukraine has revealed that Russia no longer has full control of any of the areas it annexed just a few days ago. Strong Ukrainian advances against weak Russian positions have secured the liberators thousands of square kilometres of regained territory, including in the Kherson province. But these losses are not deterring Russia's campaign of fear and intimidation, with renewed rocket strikes hitting civilian areas, killing dozens in the last few days. King Charles has made his first public appearance since the end of the official royal mourning period. The newly minted monarch visited Scotland and had the Queen Consort Camilla by his side as he paid a very special tribute to his late mother. Europe correspondent John Paul Gonzo reports.
With a heavy heart and the weight of the monarchy on his shoulders, King Charles returned to a place his mother so dearly loved. His Majesty and the Queen Consort Camilla are still finding their feet in their new roles, but were given the warmest of welcomes in Scotland.
It will be my pleasure to give you a haircut free. I have a barber shop here. Next time.
King Charles was in Dunfermline to mark the town becoming a city. Queen Elizabeth personally chose to bestow city status here in the months before she died.
There could be no more fitting way to mark my beloved mother's extraordinary life of service than by granting this honour.
An honour, King Charles said, that would have gladdened his mother's heart.
Now, of course, we gather to celebrate this great occasion, but also to commemorate the life of Her late Majesty, whose deep love for Scotland was one of the foundations of her life.
As the royal family gets back to work, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex are keen to keep themselves in the spotlight. Harry and Meghan have released new pictures showing the couple during their visit to Manchester earlier this year. It comes less than 48 hours after this image was unveiled by Buckingham Palace of Charles and Camilla with William and Kate. A family photo missing two key members, Harry and Meghan going their own way and seemingly leaving the monarchy behind. John Paul Gonzo for 10 News First, London.
Britain's Chancellor has been forced into an embarrassing backdown less than a day after his Prime Minister reinforced plans to give the most wealthy a handout. Kwasi Kwarteng was sent out to clarify the Tory party's new tax policy, which no longer includes scrapping the top tax rate of 45%. When it was released in his mini-budget 10 days ago, the economy reacted badly and the public even worse, forcing the backflip.
Are you going to be able to survive this, Chancellor?
Is there a big question mark next to your judgment now, Chancellor?
Are you going to say sorry, Chancellor?
Rolling opinion polls showing a dramatic fall in support for the Tories and a corresponding spike for Labor no doubt played a part in the decision. Some say you have to be barking mad to get married, and that's fine for this group who are in it for the love of treats. With last-minute teeth and ear checks complete, these dogs arrive for their happily ever afters.
In the name of the barker and of the puppy and of the holy greyhound.
The event was an attempt, of course, to break the world record for the largest dog wedding, but with only 66 canine couples actually prepared to tie the knot, well, they missed the mark. That was set back in 2007. 178 couples then said I do. Today, well, that's rough.